11.5. Three-dimensional figures. A solid figure has three dimensions: length, width, and height. Polyhedrons, such as prisms and pyramids, are three-dimensional figures with faces that are polygons. A prism is a polyhedron that has two congruent polygons as bases, so two polygons of equal size. A polyhedron's lateral faces are polygons that connect with the bases. The lateral faces of a prism are rectangles. A prism's base shape is used to name the solid figure. The base shape of this prism is a triangle. The prism is a triangular prism. So you'll look at the fact that with a prism, they have two bases that are congruent, and then they have lateral faces. In this case, they have three lateral faces for a triangular prism. Identify the base shape of the prism. Use the terms in the box right here to correctly name the prism by its base shape. So this base shape is a rectangle. So the name of the figure is a rectangular prism. Okay, the shape of this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, so it's a pentagon. So it is a pentagonal prism. This base has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it's a hexagon. So it's a hexagonal prism. This base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an octagon. And it's an octagonal prism. So the only one we didn't go over was a decagonal prism. And if you can remember, dec means 10, so it would be a 10-sided base shape. All the rest we went over. Pyramid. A pyramid is a polyhedron with only one base. The lateral faces of a pyramid are triangles that meet at a common vertex. Like a prism, a pyramid is named for the shape of its base. Identify the base shape of the pyramid. Use the terms in the box to correctly name the pyramid by its base shape. So with a pyramid, it has that one base, and then it has lateral sides. In this case, the base is a triangle. So it would have 1, 2, 3 lateral sides, and it would be a triangular pyramid. Okay, then the base shape for this pyramid is a square. So it would be a square pyramid. Then this base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's a pentagon. And it's a pentagonal pyramid. Non-polyhedrons, some three-dimensional figures have curved surfaces. These solid figures are not polyhedrons. So an example of this is a cone, has one circular base and one curved surface all the way around. A cylinder has two congruent circular bases and one curved, so kind of like a soup can. A sphere has no bases and one curved surface, so kind of like a basketball, soccer ball, that kind of thing. Use the Venn diagram to sort the three-dimensional figures listed at the left. So our non-polyhedrons are just what we talked about earlier. So they would be cones, cylinders, and spheres. The two main groups of the polyhedrons were prisms and pyramids. Okay, so for this assignment, I'm going to try to get this on Google Forms so that you can just click on it, mainly because there's no work shown. It's just you labeling whether something, for example, classify the solid figures. So write prism, pyramid, cone, cylinder, or sphere. So we're looking at just number 2 for that. So name the solid figure for number 4 and 6. For number 8, classify the solid figure, write prism, pyramid, cone, cylinder, or sphere. Name the solid figure for number 10, 12, and 14. Number 16. Mario is making a sculpture out of stone. He starts by carving a base with 5 sides. He then carves 5 triangular lateral faces that all meet at a point at the top. What three-dimensional figure does Mario make? Connect to reading. Identify the details. If you are given a description of a building and asked to identify which one of these 3 buildings is described, which details would you use to determine the building? Word problems contain details that help you solve the problem. Some details are meaningful and are important to finding the solution, and some details may not be. Identify the details you need to solve the problem. So the 3 different buildings we're looking at are Flatiron Building, New York City, New York, Nehru Science Center, Mumbai, India, Luxor Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. So, example, read the description. Underline the details you need to identify the solid figure that will name the correct building. So, I'm not going to ask you to underline. It's more that you're just going to have to name the solid figure and the building. So, this building is one of the most identifiable structures in its city's skyline. It has a square foundation and 28 floors. The building has 4 triangular exterior faces that meet at a point at the top of the structure. So for that description, you need to give me the solid figure, which is what we've been working on, and then the building. So out of these 3 buildings, which one is it? Number 19, this building was completed in 1902. It has a triangular foundation and a triangular roof that are the same size and shape. The 3 sides of the building are rectangles. So again, you're naming the solid figure and the building.